Hi students, my name is Nagendra Babu. My qualification is MSc BD. Today I came here with a new concept of progressions of 10th class, that is geometric progression. In my previous video already we discussed about arithmetic progression. Now I am going to introduce geometric progression. So once again I will remind you the statement of or the definition of arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression. After that, I will introduce geometric progression. So arithmetic progression definition is except the first term in a given progression, except the first term, all the other terms are formed by adding a constant term to its previous term. By adding a constant term to its previous term. In case of geometric progression, same statement, but here we multiply a constant term to its previous term. That is the definition of geometric progression. Once again, except the first term, all the other terms are formed by multiplying a constant term to its previous term. Let us take an example. That is some 2, 4, 8, 16, 32 and so on. So except the first term. Statement starting is except the first term. Here what is the first term? 2 is the first term. So except this first term, all the remaining terms. That means if you take the second term, 4 is the second term. This is formed by multiplying 2 to its previous term. Its previous term is 2. For 2 is multiplied to get the second term. Take this third term. Third term is 8. It is formed by multiplying 2 to its previous term 4. Again 16. 16 also formed by multiplying 2 to its previous term 8. Like that 32, fifth term 32 is formed by multiplying 2 to its previous term 16. Like that we will get a progression which is called geometric progression. That is, except the first term, all the remaining terms are formed by multiplying a constant term to its previous term. If you add a constant term to its previous term, that will become an arithmetic progression. Here, by multiplying a constant term to its previous term, this is the progression formed is so called as geometric progression. So, let us take another example of geometric progression. Suppose first term is taken as 1. If you multiply 3 to this one, you will get the second term. If you multiply again another 3 to its second term, you will get 3 3 is 9. If you multiply 3 to this 9, you will get 9 3 is 27 as fourth term. If you multiply 3 to this 27, you will get 81 as fifth term. So, like this, we will get a progression. That means here also, except the first term, all the other terms are formed by multiplying a constant term to its previous term. What is the constant term we multiplied here? So, 3 is multiplied. Second term is formed by multiplying 3 to its previous term 1. Third term 9 is formed by multiplying 3 to its previous term. Like this, all the terms are formed. So, the constant term we multiplied to its previous term to get all the other terms is 3 here in this progression. In this progression, the constant term multiplied to its previous term is 2. So, the constant term which is being multiplied is called common ratio of the progression. That is common ratio. So, common ratio is denoted by R. Common ratio is denoted by R. Generally, in any geometric progression, geometric progression is denoted by GP. So, in any GP, the first term is denoted by A. First term is A. So, here first term A1, second term A2, third term A3, fourth term A4, fifth term A5 and so on. The last term of the progression is AN, nth term. Last term of the progression is taken as nth term. So the general form of geometric progression is AR square, AR cube, a r power 4 and so on, a into r to the power of n minus 1. Look at this. First term is a. Second term is ar. R means common ratio. Third term is ar square. Ar square. Ar square means this is the third term. Third term is ar power 3 minus 1. That is 2. Fourth term is ar cube. Ar cube means this is fourth term. Ar cube means a into r power 4 minus 1. Fifth term a into r power 5 minus 1. Sixth term is a into r to the power of 6 minus 1. Like that, 10th term is a into r power 10 minus 1. So a r power 10 minus 1, which is equal to a r power 9. 10th term is a r power 9. That is a r power 10 minus 1. Like this, if you write the 100th term, a into r power 100 minus 1, which is equal to a into r power 99. Like this, we will get any term in that progression. So, the nth term of the progression is denoted by a into r to the power of n minus 1. A into r to the power of n minus 1. So, nth term is an. An is equal to general form of nth term, that is last term of any GP, is a into r to the power of n minus 1. This is nth term of GP. Let us see all the terms of GP, how to write those terms. So first term is denoted by A1 equal to A into R to the power, being the first term, A into R to the power of 1 minus 1, that is equal to A into R to the power of 0. So R power 0 value is 1, that is A into 1 equal to A. Second term, it is denoted by A2, that is equal to A into R to the power. This is A2, that's why we have to write 2 minus 1. If it is A3, we have to write 3 minus 1. If it is A4, we have to write 4 minus 1. Like that, if it is nth term, we have to write n minus 1. So this is the second term, it is denoted by A2, that is equal to A into R to the power of 2 minus 1, that is equal to A into the R power 1. R power 1 is R, so AR is the second term. Third term, it is denoted by A3, that is equal to A into R to the power of 3 minus 1, that is equal to A into R square. Like that, fourth term is A into R to the power of 4 minus 1, that is A into R power 3, A R power 3. So 10th term, like that, and so on. If you go on right like that, 10th term is A10, that is equal to A into R to the power of 10 minus 1, that is equal to A into R to the power of 9. Like that, nth term becomes an equal to A into R to the power of n minus 1. So these are the forms of terms of GP. Let us see an example of geometric progression. That is 1, 4, 16, 64, 256, 1024 and so on. This is the first term. 4 is the second term. So 1 is multiplied by 4 to get the second term. 4 is multiplied by 4 to get the third term. Again 16 is multiplied by 4 to get fourth term. This is multiplied by 4 to get fifth term. And this is multiplied by 4 to get 1024. So here the constant term multiplied is 4. 4 is the constant term, that is called as common ratio. Here common ratio is equal to 4. To find the common ratio in any progression, in any geometric progression, so common ratio is equal to, here see this, second term divided by first term gives common ratio, that is 4 by 1, that is equal to 4. Here common ratio is 4. Or third term is divided by second term, that is 16 by 4, which gives 4. Or fourth term divided by third term, that is 64 by 16, that is also equal to 4. Like that, common ratio, if you want to find common ratio at anywhere in this progression, suppose if you take this is sixth term divided by fifth term gives common ratio, that is 1024 by 256. By cancellation you will get 4. So generally we take common ratio as R is equal to A2 by A1. A2 by A1 means second term by first term. That is equal to A3 by A2 or A4 by A3. See here, A2 by A1, second term divided by 2 minus 1. Third term divided by 3 minus 1. Fourth term divided by 4 minus 1. Fifth term divided by a5 minus 1. Like that, r is equal to generally an by an minus 1. An by an minus 1 is the general form of common ratio. To find common ratio, this is the general form. So you will get like this: second term by first term, or third term by second term, or fourth term by third term, or fifth term by fourth term, or 100th term by 100 minus 1th term, that is 99th term. At anywhere, you can find the common ratio like this using this general formula: r is equal to an by an minus 1. Let us see this example. So 1, 2 and 4, this is GP. In this GP, 1, 2 and 4 are three consecutive terms in this progression. Look at these three terms, these three consecutive terms. In these three consecutive terms, 1, 2 and 4, 2 is in the middle of 1 and 4. Of those three terms, 2 is in the middle. That middle term of any three consecutive numbers is called as geometric mean. That is geometric mean. So what is geometric mean in these three numbers? 1, 2 and 4, that is 2. So this geometric mean 2 is equal to square root of 1 into 4. Square root of the terms which are on the either side of these two. Square root of the product of the terms which are on either side of the number in the middle. That is 2 is equal to square root of 1 into 4, or 2 square is equal to 1 into 4. 2 square is equal to 1 into 4, or 2 is equal to square root of 1 into 4. Okay, so 2 square is 4, that is equal to 1 into 4 is 4. So if the three terms are in GP, these three terms are in GP, these are three consecutive terms. In these three consecutive terms, the middle term is called as geometric mean, and that is equal to root of the product of the numbers which are on either side of this number. So that is 2 is equal to square root of 1 into 4, or 2 square is equal to 1 into 4. 2 square is equal to 1 into 4, or 2 is equal to square root of 1 into 4. If you see these three terms, 2, 4 and 8, these are three consecutive terms of this progression. So 4 is in the middle. 4 is called geometric mean. So 4 square is equal to 2 into 8, or 4 is equal to square root of 2 into 8. What is square root of 2 into 8? 2 into 8 is 16. So square root of 16 is 4. Like that, if you take 8, 16 and 32, take these three numbers, 8, 16 and 32. In these three numbers also, 16 is in the middle. So 16 square is equal to 8 into 32, or 16 is equal to square root of 8 into 32. So like that we will get the geometric mean. So generally we take this as, if small a, small b, small c are in geometric progression, then b is equal to geometric mean and b is equal to root ac, or b square is equal to ac. Now look at this definition. If small a, small b, small c are in geometric progression, that is these three are the consecutive terms of this geometric progression, then b is called geometric mean and b equal to root ac. Geometric mean b is equal to root of a into c, or b square is equal to ac. So this is the formula. So if a, b, c are in geometric progression, means these three terms should be consecutive terms. If there are three consecutive terms, then the middle term is called as geometric mean. So then b is called geometric mean and b is equal to root ac, or b square is equal to ac. Now let us see the next topic, that is sum of n terms of geometric progression. So let us take this example: 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64 and so on. If the question is asked as verify whether this is geometric progression or not. if they ask you to verify whether this is geometric progression or not. Then we have to check whether the common ratio is constant or not. How can we check the common ratio is constant or not? That is, find out first a2 by a1, second term by first term. That is 4 by 2, that is equal to 2. Similarly, find out the common ratio, that is a3 by a2, third term by second term. Here third term is 8 divided by second term is 4. This is also equal to 2. Like that, a4 by a3, that is equal to 16 by 8, that is also equal to 2. Like this, if we calculate all these terms, if the common ratio is constant like this, so we can decide that we can conclude that the given progression is geometric progression. Similarly, if you want to find the sum of n terms, the sum of n terms means here it is very easy to find the sum of these terms. The sum of these terms means if you find the sum of first two terms, the sum of first two terms is denoted by S2. Sum of first three terms is denoted by S3. Sum of first four terms is denoted by S4. Like that, sum of first five terms is denoted by S5 and so on. So S2 means here we can easily add first two terms, that is 2 plus 4 equal to 6. First three terms, sum of first three terms, that is equal to 2 plus 4 plus 8 equal to 14. If you want to find sum of first four terms, that is equal to 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16 equal to 30. Like that, first five terms sum, that is 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16 plus 32, that is equal to 62. So we can find the sum of all these terms up to some extent. Suppose if they ask to find the sum of 100 terms or 1000 terms, we can easily find out by using a formula. A formula is derived to find the sum of n terms, sum of given number of terms. That is, the sum of n terms is depends on the common ratio of the given progression. Sum of n terms is generally denoted by Sn. Sn means sum of n terms. It depends generally on common ratio. So there are two formulas to find sum of n terms. That is a into r to the power of n minus 1 by r minus 1 is one formula. Another formula is a into 1 minus r to the power of n by 1 minus r. This is another formula to find sum of n terms. So, after finding the common ratio, if the common ratio is greater than 1, in this formula here r will come first. In this formula 1 comes first. That is, if r is greater than 1, in this formula here r will be there. If r is less than 1, 1 will get here at first. So these are the two formulas which depends on common ratio. If r is greater than 1, this is the formula. If r is less than 1, this is the formula. So a into r becomes first in this formula if r is greater than 1. 1 becomes first in this formula if 1 is greater than r. 1 is greater than r means r is less than 1. So a into r to the power of n minus 1 by r minus 1, and the second formula is a into 1 minus r to the power of n by 1 minus r. So this is used when r is greater than 1 and this is used when r is less than 1. Let us see this example. This is the first term. Second, third, fourth, fifth terms are missing and he gave sixth term. In this case, he will ask to find the common ratio and the missed terms. If you want to find the missed terms and the common ratio, there are two methods to simplify this. question will be asked like this. Between 2 and 64, there are 4 geometric means. Here, 4 geometric means are missing. So, like this question will be given, and he will ask to find common ratio and the missing terms of this progression. There are two methods to solve this. That is, first term A is equal to given 2. And which term is 64? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th term. So, 6th term A6 is 64. So, what is general form of A6? A into R to the power of 5. That is equal to 64. This implies already A is given 2 into R to the power of 5 equal to 64. This implies R to the power of 5 equal to 64 by 2. This implies R to the power of 5 equal to 64 by 2 means 32. So this implies R to the power of 5 equal to 32 we can write as 2 power 5. So we know that if the powers are equal, then bases are also equal. So here powers both are 5. That's why bases are also equal, which gives R is equal to 2. Like this, we can find the common ratio R here. So we got common ratio in this progression, R is equal to 2. So another method of finding common ratio, if the question is given like this. So question will be asked like this. If here, how many geometric means are missing? 4 geometric means are missing. Between 2 and 64, 4 geometric means are there. We have to find common ratio. Here, 4 geometric means are missing. That 4 geometric means is taken as n. So here n is equal to 4. Here 2 is the first term and 64 is the sixth term. In the middle, 4 terms are missing. So he will ask to find the missing terms and the common ratio. So here the number of missing terms is denoted by n. n is equal to 4. 4 terms are missing in this progression. And the first term is taken as a. So a is equal to 2. And the last term is taken as b. That is equal to 64. So if there are n geometric means between a and b, n geometric means. So between a and b means a is 2, b is 64. So between these two, 4 geometric means. 4 geometric means is taken as n. That is n is equal to 4 here. So a is equal to 2, b equal to 64. If there are n geometric means between a and b, then common ratio r is equal to b by a whole to the power of 1 by n plus 1. Directly we can get the common ratio using this formula. So here r is equal to, take the formula, b by a whole to the power of 1 by n plus 1. That is equal to, what is b? 64 by a is 2 whole to the power of 1 by n plus means 1 by, what is n? 4 plus 1. So this is equal to 64 by 2 gives 32 whole to the power of 1 by 5. So 32 we can write as 2 power 5 whole to the power of 1 by 5. Now this is in the form of a to the power of m whole to the power of 1 n, which is equal to a to the power of mn. So that is equal to 2 to the power of 5 into 1 by 5. So 5 gets cancelled, equal to 2 power 1, which is equal to 2. Like this also we can find common ratio. After finding common ratio, if we get a value and r value in any progression, we can find any term of the progression. Suppose if you want to find the second term, what is the second term general form? A2 is equal to AR. That is equal to A is given 2 into R is 2. That is equal to 4. So the missing second term is 4 here. Suppose if you want to find the third term general form, A3 is equal to AR square. That is equal to 2 into R is 2 square. That is equal to 2 into 4. That is equal to 8. Like this, we can find any term in the middle. So if we have a value and r value, we can find any term of the progression. So this will be asked like this: if there are n geometric means between a and b, then common ratio r is equal to b by a whole to the power of 1 by n plus 1. Now let us find the sum of infinite number of terms. So this is the progression given: 2, 4, 8, 16, 32 and so on. If you ask to find the sum of infinite terms, so sum of infinite number of terms of geometric progression is, it is denoted by S infinity. Sum of infinite terms is denoted by S infinity, that is equal to a by 1 minus r. So by taking this formula, by substituting a and r in this formula, we will get sum of infinite number of terms of GP. There is no formula for finding sum of infinite number of terms of AP. But in case of GP, there is a formula to find sum of infinite number of terms, which is denoted by S infinity, that is equal to a by 1 minus r. Okay students, I think you all have understood all this concept related to geometric progression of state government 10th class syllabus. And this chapter is there in CBSE syllabus also. So if you want some more content or some more concepts which are related to 6th class and 10th class, feel free to ask by commenting in the comment box. Please like this, share this to all your friends and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. In the next video, we will discuss about some solved problems of this concept geometric progression. Thank you all very much.